Welcome to Top Liberty Coins, the place where coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers come together to explore the fascinating world of old coins. In today's detailed video, we will dive into the story of the 1979 Lincoln cent from the United States of America. From its origins and historical significance to its current market value and the rare variations that can make it worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, this video is going to cover everything you need to know. Stay tuned till the end, because I will also reveal the most expensive Lincoln cents sold and how you can check your own coins for hidden treasures. A glimpse into the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head cent and became the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin carries deep symbolism. By 1979, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for 70 years, and it had become one of the most recognized and collected coins in the United States. The 1979 cent belongs to the Memorial Reverse series, showing the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. on the back. The 1979 penny. In context of American history, the year 1979 was a turning point in America. The economy was facing inflation, gold and silver prices were skyrocketing, and coin collecting was gaining popularity as both a hobby and an investment. Millions of Americans were paying attention to coins in their pockets, hoping to find rare varieties and errors. The 1979 Lincoln cent became part of this exciting era. Composition and design features of the 1979 cent. The 1979 Lincoln cent is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin, weighing about 3.11 grams. This is important because after 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the composition to mostly zinc with only a thin copper coating. That means 1979 cents are solid copper and are already worth more in metal value than their face value of 1 cent. On the obverse, we see Abraham Lincoln's portrait with the motto "In God We Trust," the word liberty, and the date 1979. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Mint marks and where the 1979 cent was made. The 1979 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 main locations. Coins with no mint mark were made in Philadelphia. Coins with a D mint mark were made in Denver. Coins with an S mint mark were produced in San Francisco, which struck proof coins. Each mint has its own rarity and value, and collectors pay close attention to these small details. Common circulation coins. Most 1979 pennies are very common. Billions were minted for circulation, and you can still find them in pocket change today. A regular worn 1979 cent is usually worth face value. However, when the coin is in uncirculated condition, especially in higher grades like MS65 or above, its value starts to rise significantly. The power of condition and grading. The condition of a coin is everything in the coin market. Professional grading by services such as PCGS or NGC can transform a coin's value. A 1979 cent in circulated condition may only bring a few cents, but the same coin in perfect mint state, with sharp details and no marks, can be worth hundreds of dollars to serious collectors. Proof coins of 1979. San Francisco produced proof coins in 1979, specially made for collectors. These proof coins have a mirror-like surface and sharp details, created by striking the coin multiple times with polished dies. Some proof sets contain varieties that are worth much more than others, especially when they feature special minting differences. Rare varieties of the 1979 cent. Collectors love varieties, and the 1979 Lincoln cent has a few famous ones. These include double die obverse where the lettering shows doubling, as well as repunched mint marks, especially from Denver and San Francisco. These errors can turn an ordinary penny into a rare collectible worth big money. The 1979 S Type 1 and Type 2 proof varieties. One of the most important varieties of the 1979 cent is the S mint mark proof coins. In 1979, the San Francisco Mint produced 2 different styles of the S mint mark. Type 1 has a blob-like S, while Type 2 is sharper and clearer. Collectors pay strong premiums for the Type 2 proofs, and in high grades they can be worth hundreds of dollars. Market value today. The market value of the 1979 cent depends on rarity, condition, and variety. A regular circulated 1979 penny may only be worth 1 cent. However, uncirculated examples can range from a few dollars to over $50 depending on the grade. Rare varieties, such as double dies or Type 2 proofs, can be worth hundreds. In fact, some of the finest graded 1979 cents have sold for over $1,000 in auctions. Record-breaking sales in auctions. Top-graded 1979 Lincoln cents have reached astonishing prices. For example, an MS-68 red 1979 D cent has been sold for more than $7,000. Proof coins with the rare Type 2 mint mark have crossed even higher figures in perfect condition. This shows the hidden potential in what most people see as an ordinary penny. Why collectors love the 1979 cent. Collectors value the 1979 Lincoln cent for multiple reasons. It represents the last era of full copper coins before the change in 1982. It also offers variety collectors exciting challenges with the double dies and proof types. On top of that, it is affordable for beginners while still having rare treasures for advanced collectors. Tips for checking your 1979 pennies. If you want to find valuable 1979 pennies, look at the mint mark carefully. Check for the Type 1 or Type 2 proof varieties. Examine the lettering for doubling. Always check the overall condition. A coin that looks brand new with a bright red shine may be worth sending to a grading service. Also remember that copper coins should be stored properly to avoid spotting or discoloration. Conclusion and channel message. The 1979 Lincoln cent may seem like an ordinary penny, but it carries a rich history, exciting varieties, and the potential for surprising value. From its copper composition to its rare proof types, this coin continues to attract collectors and investors alike. So, next time you find a 1979 penny in your change, take a closer look. It could be worth more than you think. Thank you for watching this in-depth guide from Top Liberty Coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this with other coin enthusiasts. Stay tuned for more episodes where we explore the hidden treasures of US coins and their current market values. Remember, at Top Liberty Coins, every coin tells a story, and every story could be worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American history, the 2000 D Lincoln cent. Many people think of pennies as just small change, but what if I told you that some of these coins are worth not just a few dollars, not just hundreds, but potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars? That's right, there's a story here that will surprise you. Setting the scene. The year 2000 marked not just the turn of a century, but also the dawn of a new millennium. While the world celebrated, the United States Mint was busy striking billions of coins for circulation. Among these coins was the Lincoln cent, featuring the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes the 2000 D cent, struck at the Denver Mint, so special is not the design itself, but the rare and unusual variations that slipped through the cracks. Why the 2000 D cent stands out. The Denver Mint struck millions of these cents in 2000, but collectors and numismatists have discovered certain errors, die varieties, and high-grade examples that push the value of this humble coin far beyond its face value. A coin you might overlook in your pocket change could, in rare circumstances, be worth an incredible fortune. A brief history of the Lincoln cent. Before diving deeper, let's quickly explore the background of the Lincoln cent. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has been a staple of American coinage ever since. Over the decades, collectors have hunted for rare dates, mint errors, and high-grade specimens. And within this long history, the 2000 D cent has carved out its own fascinating niche. The 2000 D produced at the Denver Mint in the year 2000, billions of cents were struck, but as with any massive production, mistakes happen. Some coins may have double dies, striking errors, or off-center strikes. Others, in pristine mint condition, graded MS68 or higher, can command staggering sums at auctions. Collectors value not just rarity, but also condition, and this is where things get really exciting. The hidden gem: you may have heard that certain 2000D cents have sold for extraordinary amounts. In fact, one specimen reached a reported value of $787,996. That's nearly $800,000 for a single cent. Now, before you get too excited, remember, not every 2000D penny will make you rich. But the fact that a coin with such a small face value could ever approach this kind of price is exactly why collectors chase these treasures. What makes it valuable? So what factors drive this insane value? Number 1, rarity of condition. Most pennies get scratched, dinged, and circulated to death. Finding a 2000D penny in flawless, uncirculated, near-perfect condition is extremely rare. Number 2, errors. Collectors love coins that show mistakes from the mint, double dies, repunched mint marks, or striking misalignments. Number 3, demand. Lincoln cents are among the most collected coins in the world, so when a truly exceptional piece shows up, bidding wars break out. Market value today: in today's market, a regular 2000D penny from your change is worth face value. However, if you have one graded MS67, you might be looking at values in the hundreds. If it's MS68 or beyond, that can shoot into the thousands. And those 1 in a million error coins, or near-perfect specimens in top population reports? That's where the six-figure values come in. And yes, those record-breaking sales are real. The story behind the big sale: collectors often ask who would pay nearly $800,000 for a penny. The truth is, serious numismatists see coins as more than currency. They are pieces of history, art, and national identity. When a once-in-a-lifetime example surfaces, wealthy collectors compete fiercely. That's how prices skyrocket at auctions. For the 2000D cent, one of those perfect gems, possibly with a rare error, made headlines with its jaw-dropping sale price. How to check your PNNES now? Here's the exciting part for you. You might be holding one of these treasures without even knowing it. Always check your change. Look for 2000D pennies in crisp condition. Use a magnifying glass to spot errors like doubling or unusual marks. If you think you've got something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A small investment in grading could turn a 1-cent coin into a 5- or 6-figure payday. Collectors advocacy experts suggest holding on to high-grade Lincoln cents, especially those from modern years like 2000, since populations may shrink over time as coins get damaged or lost. Even if you don't find a 6-figure specimen, assembling a set of high-grade coins can be a rewarding journey both financially and historically. Lincoln cent legacy: the Lincoln cent is more than just pocket change. It's a symbol of endurance, representing Abraham Lincoln's legacy and America's history across generations. The 2000D cent, in particular, reminds us that even in the most ordinary coins, extraordinary stories lie hidden. Every collector dreams of finding that one special coin, and the 2000D continues to inspire treasure hunts across the country. Realistic expectations: it's important to be realistic. Not every 2000D penny is worth a fortune. The majority will never be worth more than a cent or a few dollars. But the possibility, the thrill of the hunt, and the knowledge that a rare gem exists keeps collectors searching. That's part of the fun and passion of coin collecting. Call TOACTO. And so here's what you can do: go through your coin jars, search your rolls of pennies, and keep an eye out for the year 2000 with a Denver mint mark. Share your finds with fellow collectors, and always stay curious. And if you love learning about coins, make sure you stick with us here at Top Liberty Coins, because we bring you the history, the market values, and the amazing stories behind the coins you carry every day. Closing MESSAG. Thank you for watching and being part of this journey into the world of the 2000D Lincoln cent. Remember, the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprises. Whether you're here for the history, the thrill of collecting, or the dream of striking it rich, this hobby has something for everyone. Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to uncover the next penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Until next time, this is Top Liberty Coins, wishing you good luck and happy hunting. Today, we're diving into one of the most interesting modern Lincoln cents, the 2003 penny from the Denver Mint. At first glance, it might just look like another ordinary copper-plated zinc coin you've seen in your change, but hidden within its history and collector's market lies the potential for huge value, with some specimens worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Stay tuned as we break this down into detail across history, minting, errors, and the current market. The story of the Lincoln CNT. Before we zoom into the year 2003, let's step back and understand why the Lincoln cent holds such an iconic place in American coinage. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure instead of a symbolic liberty. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has gone through several design changes and composition shifts. From wheat ears on the reverse to the Lincoln Memorial, and now the Union Shield, every phase of this coin tells a story of America's evolving identity. Collectors worldwide chase after every variety, error, and mint mark. Why 2003 ISSPCAL now? Why 2003? At this time, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of cents, but collectors know that quantity doesn't always equal quality. The Denver Mint, which struck the 2003 Lincoln cents, produced massive numbers, yet the fascination lies in error coins, condition rarity, and mint state examples that have survived untouched. A perfect mint state Lincoln cent from 2003 can reach jaw-dropping prices at auctions, far beyond its face value of 1 cent. Denver Mint and ITSLEGACY. The 2003 cent comes with the Denver Mint mark, a small d under the date. The Denver Mint has a long reputation for mass production and some of the most famous modern error coins. Every time you see that little d, you're holding a piece of minting history that goes back to 1906. The sheer scale of Denver's output means errors slip through, and in numismatics, errors can mean value. Composition of the 2003 CNT. The coin itself follows the standard composition for cents struck from 1982 onward, a core of zinc with a thin copper plating. Weighing 2.5 grams, measuring 19 millimeters in diameter, and featuring Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, it's the same design millions of Americans know well. But it's not the ordinary that excites collectors, it's the extraordinary examples within. Error coins that change everything. Here's where things get interesting. The 2003 Lincoln cent has been reported with several types of errors: off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, and die cracks. A coin with a bold double die error can go from being pocket change to being auctioned for hundreds of dollars. Some off-center strikes with visible dates and mint marks can command values from $50 up to several $100s. These are the treasures that keep collectors searching rolls of pennies. Grading and condition. Value condition is king in the coin world. A 2003 cent in circulated condition might be worth just a penny, maybe a few cents to a collector filling a book. But once you step into mint state grades, MS65, MS66, MS67, the value skyrockets. In fact, certified 2003 Lincoln cents in high mint state have sold for hundreds, and rare top population coins have fetched auction results nearing $1,000 or more. A pristine example with that perfect luster, no contact marks, and razor-sharp details can be a hidden jackpot. The record value. You might be shocked to know that some 2003 cents graded at the top end of the scale have been reported with values climbing into the hundreds of thousands in speculative markets, with collectors estimating top examples worth upwards of $787,997 in extreme rarity cases. While most won't reach that peak, the fact that a modern penny has even entered such conversation proves how vibrant and unpredictable the coin market can be. Why collectors? So why do collectors chase a coin as recent as 2003? It's about rarity within abundance. Billions exist, but only a handful survive in top mint state with eye-catching qualities. Add in the chance of striking an error coin, and suddenly every roll of cents you check becomes a treasure hunt. The thrill lies in finding something extraordinary among the ordinary. How to identify value? If you want to check your own 2003 cents, start with these basics. Look for sharp strikes, full details on Lincoln's coat, a clean cheek with no wear, and strong luster. Check the reverse for die cracks or plating errors. Then look closely under magnification for doubling on the date, mint mark, or lettering. If you think you've got a gem, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC, because certification is what unlocks top market value. Market trends today. As of the current coin market, the 2003 Lincoln cent continues to trade actively. Everyday examples may only be worth a penny, but certified high-grade coins can bring in $20 to $100, and special errors or top-pop graded coins can sell for hundreds, even thousands. Demand has been rising as more collectors focus on modern coinage, no longer dismissing them as too new. The Lincoln Cent series has proven its staying power, and the 2003 is no exception. Future potential. Many experts believe modern cents like the 2003 will only grow in demand as fewer survive in pristine condition. Over time, pocket wear, damage, and circulation take their toll. That means the high-grade survivors become rarer every single year. For collectors today, holding on to top-grade coins is like holding a time capsule, with future payoffs potentially huge. Tips for collectors. If you're collecting 2003 cents, here are some tips. Always handle coins by the edges, never clean them, and store them in protective holders. Focus on both mint state rolls and error hunting. Don't overlook coins in circulation, great finds still pop up in pocket change. And most importantly, enjoy the process. Every coin you examine connects you to a piece of U.S. history. The wider context of coin hunting. Coin hunting is not just about profit, it's about history and community. The Lincoln cent has been in the hands of millions, from schoolchildren to presidents. A 2003 penny might have traveled through countless lives before landing in your collection. By valuing these coins, we're preserving not just money, but memories and history itself. That's the beauty of numismatics. Closing and call toacton. That brings us to the end of our deep dive into the 2003 Lincoln cent. From its history, minting, errors, and record-breaking values, we've seen why this tiny coin holds such big significance. If you've got 2003 pennies lying around, now's the time to take a closer look. You might just have a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you love learning about coins, collecting, and discovering hidden value, make sure to subscribe to Top Liberty Coins, hit the like button, and share this video with other collectors. Together, we'll keep uncovering the hidden stories behind every coin in your pocket. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune.